how to rehab your hip after a hip replacement. Stick around to find out. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry, and today we're gonna answer the question, how to rehab your hip after hip replacement. Now, before I get into it, hit that subscribe button below, stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right, so I've given away the secret already. A great way to rehab your hip post-hip replacement is an electric bike or an electric trike. Now, I wanna say I am not a doctor, so if you have a specific regimen from your doctor, please follow that. I wanna make sure you do everything in accordance with what they say. Now, with that said, I do know bicycling is a great low impact activity that does come into play in the rehab process for knees and hips as a way for people to get their bodies moving again after either a hip replacement or a knee surgery as well. Now, the really cool thing about e-bikes and of course electric trikes is that you can get assistance from the motor to help keep the bike upright and moving so you don't have to do it all under your own power. So a lot of people turn to the recumbent bikes at the gym, and that's a good way to also build strength back and rehab the knee. But if you're the kind of person that also wants to get outdoors, but maybe you're scared that you haven't built your strength back up enough to be on a two-wheel bike or a tricycle, the electric assistance is a beautiful thing. Now, there's two ways typically on an e-bike you can ride. You can either have a throttle or you can have a pedal assistance. So when I say throttle, it works just like a motorcycle. You either have a thumb throttle you press or a twist throttle you twist, and that's gonna make the bike go without pedaling at all. Now, in addition to that, the motor can assist you when you pedal. So when you pedal, the motor will kick in and help you move the pedals. Typically, e-bikes will have 5 levels of assistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will give you the most amount of assistance. 1 will give you the least amount of assistance. So the really cool thing about this is that if you're getting back into bicycling as a way to rehab your hip replacement, but you don't have a lot of strength at first, you can put it into level 5 and just get your legs moving. In level 5, the bike's gonna do most of the work. So at that point, you can get your range of motion back, keep your legs moving. As you build your strength, the pain starts to subside and you have your range of motion, you can start to lower the assistance that you're getting from your e-bike or e-trike. So you may start in 5, build some strength, move down to 4, then eventually maybe you can turn the motor off completely, or you keep it in a low level like 1 or 2. Now, the cool thing about electric trikes and e-bikes is you don't have to use the motor if you don't want to. If you want to put it down into 0 and get no assistance, that is completely up to you. So by the time you've rehabbed your hip replacement, if you're like, you know what, I'm ready for my regular bike, don't throw your e-bike out because you can still put it into 0 and utilize it. The other cool thing is that getting up hills, taking on different terrain, having the assistance is a nice feature to have to really give you different landscapes you can take on and different terrains you can take on. So again, depends on where you are in your hip replacement, and always follow doctor orders. But I definitely think if they start to tell you to be on a recumbent bike, you could consider an electric bike or an e-trike if you want to be outdoors and get fresh air, which I also think will aid in the healing process as well. Now, if you have an experience using an e-bike or an e-trike to rehab, please put it below in the comments section. Or if you have any other questions, go ahead and pop those in there as well. You can also always reach out to us, the team at 630.com, or call us 310-982-2877. In addition to that, all 4 of these e-bikes are linked in the description below. I will also put a link to all of our electric trikes, which are another great option for rehabbing a hip, especially if you're not comfortable balancing on 2 wheels anymore. We've got other videos on our channel showing other riders using electric trikes as well, so check those out. Now, we have a 30-day test ride your e-bike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. In addition to that, we're gonna warranty everything for 1 year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we take care of it, parts and labor. And lastly, we have a Facebook group called 630 Pedalers. There's thousands of members in that group. go ahead and join that group and connect with existing riders before you purchase. You can hear their stories of how they rehabbed a hip or a knee using an e-bike, and it might be some inspiration for you. Then when you have your e-bike, post in the group. It's a lot of fun, and make some friends too. Now, lastly, we also have an app where you can track your rides, so it's a cool way to track the miles you logged and see your progression on the app over time. So, thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey or experience. Enjoy the ride.